haven't done this in a long time. So I'm gonna be doing a video game that PlayStation decided to give out free to PlayStation Plus members. I never heard of this game, didn't look at the trailer, screenshots, anything like that. I just kind of downloaded it by looking at that it said either 2015 or 2016 most beautiful with quotation marks stories. So I'm going to just stream it up on my channel. It's a lot easier that way. Yeah, let's just go for it. I may skip cutscenes because I hate watching cutscenes for any games that I don't really like. Or if I'm not interested in the story.
Once upon a time, the infamous rover Reynardo plundered the floating isles. Then his mother called him to her deathbed. "Swear to me that you won't die on the gallows," she rasped. Reluctantly, he swore. And he whiled away his days at home with music, cards, and wine. But the Emperor had changed. He'd been good once, a shy, almost humble toad. He'd built universities. Then people started whispering about mass graves in the woods, midnight rituals, victims screaming. The Imperial Ravens would round up entire villages, and no one ever returned. The Ravens had come to Ubar scouting for ancient books said to be of great power. But the librarians had hidden the books, so they'd burnt the librarians. The citizens, outraged, had driven them off. The Ravens had come back with dropships. The kid had fled with one of those books. He was brave and dumb and wanted to join the rebellion. And Reynardo had promised his mother he'd protect him.
So pretty much all that I got from that is I'm going to be a bunny, and I swore to my mother that I was going to protect something, but I'm not even sure what that is. I have a bad attention span, in case you haven't noticed. Long load screens so far. Saving. Okay. I guess that means we're close. Oh, I'm in.
The kid was looking down, watching his city burn. "Sorry, kid," Reynardo told the kid. "Look, if we give them the book, they'll leave you alone." "My mother died for this book!" "I promised her I'd protect you." "Oh, damn it." The kid had run off. With the book, of course. So Reynardo had to run after him.
Okay, so I'm Reynardo, not the bunny. I like the running animation, like you tilt to the sides and then turns and stuff. Basic attack controls, square. It's overhead like Diablo, and I like that. Haven't played a lot like this on PlayStation though. We'll see. I'm gonna try my best to get as many secrets and all that as I can.
The two Ravens were staring at the kid like he was their dinner, which probably was what was in their tiny brains. "Hey," Reynardo said. They cocked their heads at him. "Pick on someone as ugly as you." Wait, that didn't come out right. "For the Emperor!" The Ravens cawed and rushed at him.
His voice acting isn't very good. Momentum about to attack. I'm guessing that means turn towards them if it's square. We'll try. Already getting pretty good. It feels...
A dropship flew overhead.
It feels kind of fluid. Not the greatest. I'm not complaining because this is the early point of the game. Hold square to grab. So I can throw enemies. I don't like that this is all attached to the square button so far. Let's try this again. Oh, I think I can throw you off the edge. Yep.
Oh, right. The Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke, making the Skyship Docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate. Who let you through? Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels. Or I'm gonna steal your ship. I'm not taking that damn book anywhere. And neither are you. Try and stop me, laughed the kid. I bet you don't even have a hero sword. And with that, the kid hopped away. Had to hand it to the kid. He was an idiot, but he had guts. Where was Renata going to get a hero sword? Ore and wind essence? That sounds about right. I'll need a perfect.
I kind of skipped that on accident, didn't try to.
A hero sword. QED.
Okay. So that easy. I didn't know there was a difference between an upgraded sword and a hero sword. Well, I mean, I didn't know that they were the same.
This is what he got for settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook, and she'd laughed at Renato's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made one. And then the ravens had come to burn her. And she'd made him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was. Just the kid. He came up to a ledge. It was too far to jump. There'd been a bridge here before, hadn't there? And there was Peter, giggling at him. How'd you get across? He asked the kid. Where'd you find a hook? I hopped, said the kid. Wise-ass kid. Hey, look out behind you! Q, said Renato. Ah, ravens.
It's pretty, kid's a smart aleck.
It was time to talk some sense into the kid. Just hook his way across the ledge and chase the kid down. Thing was, he hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. How had he done it? Maybe if he meditated at that altar there, he'd remember his old skills.
Love how that just came out of nowhere. Just conveniently appeared.
Starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot, like how to freeze time when attacking.
That's pretty cool.
The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Being able to drag myself all around.
And there was the Farfarer.
Claw shot.
She was the fastest ship he'd ever known.
If you play Darksiders.
She could do the Kessler run in
Most people
12
don't play
furlongs.
that, though, sadly.
So the salesman had told him. And something told him the kid was about to walk
I don't even
into an
think
ambush.
it's possible to skip the
Stop!
attacks unless it's like
He shouted.
big chatty ones.
I'm not giving you the
Just
book!
them talking and you talk.
Shouted
go
the
like
kid
upgrade your sword.
and took off. No! Peter! The kid ran for it. And a goggler nailed him with its ivy.
Very cartoony cut through right there. But I like that this is cartoony.
The book was unburned. Next to it were the buckles from the kid's shoes, and a kid-sized pile of ashes. Damn it, why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now. Really pissed off and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it. Renato picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man.
I wonder if
Probably have to join the rebellion
I want
just
to
to have a
ride
place to
that
dock.
ship and like control
Well,
it, and if I can't
He'd
control it,
hated
I'm gonna
home
be
life
sad.
anyway.
Are you gonna do anything with these guys? No. Okay. A little bit sad. Actually, pretty sad.
What was the big deal about this book anyway? Maybe he should open it and find out. All that had been years ago. How many? The war was a blur. And now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him. Where are you running, rebel? Cawed the Raven captain over the loudhailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. Just going out for milk? Renato yelled back. Where can you run? Laughed the Raven horribly.
Okay, yeah, there is a
Far
skip.
behind it, another city was
I'm
burning.
not going to them.
The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job. Take us to the rebel base! I will spare your life! It cawed. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven. A sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time. Unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper, the legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him. Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper?
If I was paying attention, this would be a lot easier. I think, so I have to pick between, I think, the ship. Okay, I don't know what that is. Wait, so I think if I pick this one, then I won't kill the bunny? I don't know if Lupino's the right one. This one's not wearing a helmet. I'll kill this guy.
Ah, Lapino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse.
A little bit of lag on that loading screen right there. So far the game feels pretty, the graphics remind me a little bit of Skyward Sword. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
Lapino had
But the
apparently
gameplay-
managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually
I've never
stolen
played a
a
game
winged
that
horse.
feels
He'd
exactly like
only
this.
sold
I've
it.
seen things that are kind of
Wait.
similar, but
Where
in
was the
different
prison?
aspects, and then in others,
The village was empty.
very different.
Had everybody fled the Ravens? this was definitely better than pulling yourself up in a bucket.
No? Okay. Whoa, the town's so pretty.
The ravens had taken the town.
I
Renato
don't know
had
if
seen
this was-
villages
so
emptied
so
like
far
this.
this game has like
All the people taken away to be sacrificed
the
in
way
the
the game
Emperor's
looks
secret
is what makes
rituals.
me want to keep playing.
Renato hoped the people
Like
were just
if I
hiding.
stopped playing tonight, I'd probably play it again.
Renato's blood was up.
A lot of
He
the
just
free
needed to
games I only
smash
play
something.
once. What does this do? I can't do that. Wrong sword, okay. Can I break this? No. Again, I need to pay more attention. Look. Dash. Okay, so I can dodge? I don't need that yet. I can't get that yet. Just because, like, my health wasn't full, so I need to, top that off a bit. The ores. The carrot. I can't get it.
It was good to practice your moves, thought Renato. Keeps you limber.
I like this narrator too because he randomly kind of talks about whatever I'm doing, as if it was all planned. So I'm yet to get hit. It's a little bit. Oh, there we go. Got hit. That was probably the
Ravens were
biggest
landing
benefit
everywhere. The
got
advance
hit.
guard. He'd better get moving. If they got to
Doesn't
Lupino
feel as
first,
punishing to
they'd
get
eat
hit
him for
in this.
breakfast.
It wouldn't
Or
most games.
a snack. Ravens weren't picky.
But also,
If they got
then again,
hungry,
that's
they
probably
sometimes
because they
forgot
didn't
to
hit hard
interrogate
yet.
their prisoners. Even top spies like
Can't
Lupino.
wait to get
Where had the mad rabbit got to?
Trying to keep it PG, but I'm doing a bad job at it. Traveling doesn't feel slow, which would be another thing that would have made me feel like it's not really worth it. If I don't feel like I'm making progress, I'm not gonna want to keep playing. The Witcher, I wanted to do this for as well, but that game's kind of... I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's kind of hard for me to record and play it. Too much happens in it, and I kind of took a risk with this one because I've never seen anything on this game before. I looked at The Witcher before I got that. Yeah, so I just wasted, like, that much time. I feel like I wasted time right there, but let's go on. Let's keep going.
Renato felt like he was ready to learn new things. It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot, like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
The dash. Dash is cool. I don't know how I'm not gonna play it. The only explanation is that it's super easy. Okay, so if you want to get really long combos, don't dash because unless you hit something, it looks like it'll break your combo. So I didn't get hit there at all. I broke my combo.
Renato felt a chill run down his back. Or possibly a flea.
There's so many altars. I don't know where my XP bar is. really tell when I'm about to level up. Which is a little bit worrisome. Wrong sword.
Shall we just agree to disagree? Said Renato. No?
Level 3, let's go back. Over here. See what we got. Stats. Run faster. That makes me feel a little bit happy. That's pretty cool. Counter an attack that causes damage. Attack immediately when previous attack hits to land a perfect strike. That's going to be something that I need to practice, so I'm going to go with something that I don't really need to practice.
He'd missed his old skills.
Like
he welcomed them back like it was at a reunion.
Yes, I noticed the fast running. The running went fast. I don't know why I'm breaking this. It looks like I can get anything. Money.
Dirty and bloody, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Renato recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, we see this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer and, oh, his only daughter. That would be worth it. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
Okay. So, I'm going to try my best. Just by looking at this, it kind of feels like an intellectual idea versus a sort of forceful, I do what I want type deal. So, basically, if it in any way seems more evil than the other option, or just if it would piss somebody off really bad, basically, I'm gonna go for that one. This one's kind of just like, if I get it, I get it. This one's like, you steal somebody important, so I'm gonna go with that one.
Zenobia wasn't just the Emperor's daughter, of course. She'd been Renato's best friend in Swordfu school. And you're still mad for her, the rabbit reminded him. They'd been close. She'd told him things no one else knew. But she'd never told him who she really was. She knows all the Emperor's plans, chuckled the master spy. She won't give them up easily. She'll tell the interrogators, all right, said Lapino. Taking her would change the game, all right.
The freezing on the loading bar is really getting to me. I know it's not that bad because it's like not crashing or anything like that, but it's getting to me.
The city was already under Zenobia's control. I had to admire her efficiency. Renato shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the mercy of the interrogators. Could he really turn her over to them? But this was war. It wasn't meant to be pretty.
Oh look, more stuff. Just like all the other boxes. I don't know what is. We'll find out. Oh, 11. Yeah, I thought that was an altar for a second. These crows better not get back up.
Interrupted story time. Caught the lead raven. Now I'll never find out how it ended.
Wrong sword. How many wrong swords can you have? Kill you? Okay, well, actually. Doesn't feel like we
These things could really use a hand.
So let's go look over here, see if I can move.
So, what's this plan of yours? Use me as bait, said Lupino. And he outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese, a net, setting the Farfarer a little bit on fire, Lupino dressing as an old blind toad, and Reynardo hiding inside a monstrous watermelon. What could possibly go wrong? Thought Reynardo.
Let's do it. That sounds hilarious and fun. Let's do that one.
Oh, this is gonna be fun, said Lupino, as he ran to go set up his marvelous plan.
Okay.
If I craft a sword now, it's gonna be really short.
Okay. Can't do anything, so let's keep going. I'm guessing that means I missed a lot, and I could probably have crafted it.
He wasn't that good. Yet.
This game is easy. I don't know if there was a mode thing that I was supposed to
Reynardo
change,
felt dubious about the whole
but
plan.
this is really,
With every step, he was waiting for
really
it all to
easy.
go horribly wrong. But against all odds, Lupino's idiotic plan worked. Zenobia's ravens ran off after the geese, the net dropped, and Reynardo jumped out of the watermelon and put his sword to Zenobia's throat. Reynardo, she said, are those new scars? They look good on you. You never returned my velvet jacket. It was my favorite. You look stupid in velvet. Oh, what does an imperial princess know about style? Oh, get a room, you two, said Lupino. But the fleet was coming on fast, so they put Zenobia on the Farfarer and took her east over the Nexus. She'd vanished from Swordfish School, from his life, without even saying goodbye. Without ever telling him she was the Emperor's adopted daughter. Ah, Lupino was right, Reynardo thought reluctantly. She knows things She recognized his look. You're taking me to the interrogators, aren't you? She said, wide-eyed. And then she jumped, with horror. Renato saw Zenobia plummeting. Then he saw the Nexus below them. Cats always land on their feet. Ah, she'll head for the Imperial outpost. Yeah, Peppino. You have to catch her.
Hopefully. Hopefully I get to fight. Like, I wanna fight her. That'd be a pretty cool boss. I want to fight her because she seems like she'd be a fun boss to fight. I think I just dropped them upside with a microphone on it, so.
Cats can run faster, but foxes can run longer. If he ran, he could head her off before she reached her minions at the outpost. Well, he did love a good chase. There was an engraving. Maximum capacity, 130 people.
Okay, that was a little lag spike. Probably just because of the streaming now. Let's go over here. Seems like this way would be easier. Well, I mean, like, I could come back from it.
Who needed bridges, anyway?
Let's go back and get that then, because I did not think that would do that. I mean, I guess it did look exactly like a portal. And here I am taking the long way back.
Renato had been the terror of the sandcastles when he was 2.
This is not good. Oh yeah, there's a worm. Okay. That's good. All good and bad. I don't really like breaking those things. They're not fun to break. Stop breaking on me. Just gotta give it a good chase. So find this kitty. I don't know what I just. Oh yeah, dash. Void Warlock's fire spell. It will damage everyone in this area once it explodes. Is this game online? I feel like this game is online. How do I get companions? Let's do this. Leveled up. See, that's why I don't like it. I just swung through it like 3 times and it didn't break. How would I jump? Maybe I don't. So far, I haven't jumped for anything. Hey, look, I should be dead right now. Go back. No, can't be. Really? Oh, wait, no, there is a thing for this. I'm just pressing the wrong button. Please don't tell me that took me back. Let's see. I think I...
He was closing on her. He could smell her fear. He tried not to think about the interrogators at the secret base. What did they do to her? Maybe it didn't have to end that way. Maybe he could talk to her. But after all, there were worse things the Imperials had done to friends of his.
Can I go back? Skull, can I go back? Really? Are you serious? Okay.
I need more materials, thought Renato.
I do need more materials.
Renato reached the outpost. The Imperials there were no match for him. Soon after, Zenobia limped up the path. When she realized he was already in front of her, she didn't even try to run. Oh, you left without saying goodbye. Again, he said, please. I'm enjoying this a little too much. She said, shaken. Oh, spare us the chit-chat, would you? Said Lapino as he shackled her hands so she couldn't throw spells. She knows all his plans. All the way back to the Farfarer, Lapino nagged Renato about how the interrogators would pry all the intel out of Zenobia. How that would turn the tides in the imminent battle. All they had to do was take her to the rebel secret base. Renato didn't like to think about what the interrogators would do to her. Couldn't he just talk to her?
Gotta be evil.
As they reached the ruins, Renato could see ravens
Not really
everywhere,
evil, but
searching
like
for the rebel
something.
base. They'd have to hide the Farfarer and go on foot. What if we get separated? Asked Lapino, for once thinking ahead. I'll show you a map to the base. Renato told Lapino. Renato, don't do this, said Zenobia. We were friends once. We... Shut it, witch, or I'll shackle your mouth too.
How do you shackle
Lapino.
someone's mouth?
And then, a few moments later, they touched down.
I don't know if it just saved. I don't want to think it did.
As Lapino pulled Zenobia off the Farfarer, Renato readied himself.
I'm about done
battle
here.
ahead. I'm
40
sorry,
minutes
I nicked your jacket.
Pretty long for
She
me.
said, it's just... Oh God. It's stupid, but... It smelled like you. What? He said, confused. Then... Why didn't you write? Why didn't you first speak? Oh, save the romantic nostalgia. Let's go! Shrieked Lapino. So Renato launched himself down the path to the secret base. That could come in handy in a pinch.
make myself as fast as possible because movement matters. So I'll probably need to put that back in. But yeah, that's about it for this video. So far, in my opinion, it's pretty, I like how it's put together. The graphics are nice. Not a big fan of the voice acting, even though it's all just a narrator, I guess. It sounds like it's just one person. I do like the narrator. I just don't like. I think everybody's him in the narration. No, the voice acting, if they're talking for themselves, I hate it. The combat is fun. Don't really like that it's so easy, though. It's fun, but easy. Maybe there's more modes, I don't know. Like, maybe after you beat it, you can do, like, a new game plus. Make it harder. That'd be fun. But yeah. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna get off now. Subscribe if you want, hit like if you want. I honestly don't care. Yep, I'm out.